What is your proof that Mark 1:3 is not talking about Jesus being the Lord, but rather the one through whom the Lord was acting? Mark explicitly says he's the Lord. You said he's the one through whom the Lord was acting. So what's your evidence for that?
Yeah, my evidence is that the entire book distinguishes between God and Jesus. They're two different characters,
How can
and
the
they're
entire
never
book
said
do
or
it if
assumed
verse
to be the
1:3
same
doesn't?
Lord or the same God. That's my evidence.
You
the
can't
whole
just
book.
keep saying the whole book says this if you can't even deal with one of the texts. In fact, one that comes at the very beginning of the book. The very beginning of the book calls him the Lord. So what proof do you have not to think of Jesus as the Lord, but as one through whom the Lord is acting?
I have the context of mid-first century documents, sir, in which Jesus
We're debating the
is
Gospel of
commonly
Mark.
referred to as the one Lord in distinction from the one God. Ephesians 4, 1
So you said
Corinthians 8, etc.
You said you're appealing to the whole book, then ignoring the verse 3 of chapter 1. How about 2:28? That's part of the book
Context
too,
is
isn't it?
king, man.
Okay, well here, listen to the king. In 2:28, the king says, "The Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath, a divine institution." In 11:3, he claims to be the Lord who has ownership over the property of others. In 12, which we were just talking about, he claims to be David's Lord. Over and over again, he's called the Lord. That's the context of the book that you're appealing to, saying Jesus isn't the Lord. So again, what is your justification? Since you don't have the context of the book, what's your justification for saying Jesus is not the Lord according to Mark 1:3, the explicit statement? Is it something encoded there? Is it just some esoteric meaning that you read into it? How do you get out of it that he is not the Lord when Mark says he is the Lord?
So I'm granting that he's the Lord in this new Christian sense of the term the Lord, like the Lord Messiah, the Lord Christ, the one who God has made Lord in Christ, not the Lord of the Old Testament who's the one God. This is his Father.
Right. Who's Mark quoting?
I think your question
in Mark
presupposes that there isn't that distinction.
Who's Mark quoting in 1:3?
Mark 1:3. Well, we know it's a mashup of three texts.
Isaiah. He's quoting Isaiah in Mark 1:3. Okay.
That's right.
So what is the meaning? What does the meaning have there? When you read Isaiah 43, who is the Lord?
It's Yahweh.
Okay. So when Mark quotes it, he's giving it some new esoteric meaning.
He's thinking it has another fulfillment. Just like I said, read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament.
But if you've read what scholars say, then give me the argument that scholars gave you. They're apparently not helping you.
You seem to be assuming like a fundamentalist kind of position, like the meaning in the New Testament has to be the same as the meaning in the Old Testament original context.
Instead
everybody knows that's false.
You can say everybody knows that. If you're going to appeal to the majority, Dale, and count noses, well, then you're the odd man out here. Unitarians are not the majority. Okay, give me the arguments. If you've read the scholars and they've convinced you of this, give me the evidence that convinced you of this. Quit just name dropping.
Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament. Read what scholars say about the New Testament use of the Old Testament.